Hi, my name is William Burns, and I'll be presenting a topic for you today on guns in Texas. My audience review. As we shall begin, guns in Texas. A brief overview of what I'll be talking to you today about. Excessive gun control from the federal government. Increased gun violence throughout the United States. Concealed handgun license and open carry legislation. And safe gun uses. Excessive gun control from the federal government is pretty much what's happening as we see today going through Congress. It is basically the post-Sandy Hook Elementary America. Vice President Biden's outlook is, if you have a double-barrel shotgun, go out on your front porch, raise it in the air, fire off 2 shots, and that is all you need. Unfortunately, this is not. Forced surrendering of the firearms is ultimately what has happened in Canada and is ultimately what is going to be happening here. Increased gun violence in the United States. During 2012, Sandy Hook and the cinema shootings were not the only shootings that happened. There were 16 mass casualty shootings in the United States. The last of them was the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting, which killed 20 students under the age of 10 and 6 teachers. The total dead from all the shootings in the United States during the year of 2012 was 88 individuals. Gun legislation in Texas. Texas is a unique state because they fare on the side of the citizen themselves. Texas currently offers citizens of the state the opportunity to obtain a concealed handgun license or a license in which allows them to carry a firearm either on the hip or in a jacket concealed to protect themselves. But they have to meet certain guidelines beyond the ownership guidelines which you must follow to purchase a weapon, such as age, criminal history, mental health history. These things are basically instated to assist the state and federal governments in maintaining control over the movement of firearms and making sure people who aren't supposed to have them or who should not have them don't get them legally, making it a federal crime for them to own or carry a firearm with them. Gun legislation in Texas continued. The open carry legislation, or House Bill 700 and House Bill 1194, are currently processing through the Texas legislature. These bills are fashioned after those in Oklahoma and Mississippi, which will allow citizens to openly carry visibly a weapon on their belts showing that they're carrying. They must provide specific licensing fees just like they would a concealed handgun license. Oklahoma, as I said, Oklahoma and Mississippi are currently allowing these open carry for firearms. The Texas State Constitution, in Article 1, Section 25, states verbatim, every citizen will have the right to keep and bear arms, the lawful defense of himself, the state. The legislator shall have the power by law to regulate the wearing with view to prevent crime. This means that the Texas state government has said clearly the Second Amendment rights of the right to keep and bear arms is inherent to the citizen themselves. But the right to carry those arms in open or concealed fashion is designated and allowed only through the state legislature. Gun safety tips. Never store your firearms and ammo together. This prevents accidental loading by children of a firearm and misfiring the weapon and possibly killing themselves. These accidents happen more often in the United States than any other accident with firearms. Always keep a weapon facing up and down range when firing. This keeps people from looking at cars or other individuals and pointing that firearm and possibly having an accidental discharge and killing or severely injuring someone. Never point a firearm at something or someone unless you intend to kill that object or that person. This is a very critical point. If you don't intend to kill the person or the object in which you are pointing that weapon at, it can be detrimental to the person just staring down the barrel of a weapon. Use trigger locks to ensure safe storage. Trigger locks are key. They can either be combination or keyed locks. These keep kids and adults from picking up a firearm that they aren't used to firing and automatically placing their finger on the trigger and injuring someone. Never allow children to play with firearms. Firearms are not toys. They may look like toys, they may be cool and fun to some people, but they are not toys, and children should not play with them and should only use them as under supervision. Always supervise the use of personal firearms. Supervision is key, especially when the people don't know how to operate that specific firearm or firearms in general. And store your firearms in a safe and out of reach of children. This is key. Our children are our future. It is severely important for us to remember that if they see these as toys, we can no longer keep them away from them. Store them out of place, out of reach, so only the adults know where they are. In conclusion, the United States Supreme Court cited the Second Amendment rights to the individual citizen. The states, with the exception of a few, have gone the same way. States simply regulate the wear of arms. Texas residents should know their rights, know how to defend themselves from a tyrannical government when needed. My references: thank you for your time.